Hello guys, welcome to the Trade Tribe. Let's do the weekly analysis for the second week of April. So starting with the upcoming news for this week. So Monday, Tuesday we got nothing, and Wednesday in terms of major folders only. On Wednesday we're getting CPI, and we're getting some CAD news as well for I'm guessing interest rate here, and we got FMC minutes later in the day. So overall, New York session should have some volume in. On Wednesday and Thursday, we're getting PPI plus unemployment claims, and then moving on to Friday, we're getting consumer sentiment. That is for the USA news, so gold will be affected by that. And in terms of GJ, we got GBP month over month on Friday London session, so that should bring in some volume. So overall, uh, the news-wise, the main news events will be CPI, PPI, and some consumer sentiment on Friday, which may or may not move depending on how we close on Thursday. But should be a decent week. Should have some volume here and there. And let's see if gold picks up a direction on the higher time frames. But let's drop to the analysis on the monthly on charts on the gold. What we can see is just rip up, right? This is the monthly, there's nothing on the left. We're on all-time highs. We keep making new all-time highs, and clearly on the monthly we close above everything. You can imagine even the wicks. So you would expect next month to be bullish. But one major thing we don't have is a top and a bottom wick. No bottom wick here, no top wick here. What that means is we don't really have liquidity to keep going up. Now gold can do that, it doesn't really matter, it doesn't always need liquidity. It can always keep going in one direction if it wants to. But we will expect it to, according to our trading plan, we'll expect it to start coming down at some point. Plus we don't have a bottom wick on the current monthly either. And so far the weekly we have closed with no topic, which will come down to weekly. We'll see that in a sec. Well, on the monthly, what we can see is just no bottom wick, straight up push up. So overall on this, when this month ends, what I will expect is hopefully once the weekly gives indication of closing bearish. I think once we jump on the weekly, we didn't really have many bearish closures. We had one week close here, but then we started pushing up again. But this weekly closure was respecting the resistance areas, even this line you can see respecting the wicks. So you expect, even a bearish closure doesn't mean it will come down. We will probably have to wait for actual closures below ranges, which we'll see in a sec. But yeah, monthly wise, there's a chance this monthly makes this is a top wick, right? Pardon my drawing here. I'm just hand drawing it. So this, imagine this is a top wick, say next week starts coming down, and this is the body coming down then, or something like this maybe. Body can close, a bit doji or something, but you can have a wick down here. The idea is we may tap into this zone here, but we'll have to look out for that if the monthly does flip. So once it does, there's a good chance after a topic like this, as long as the market structure makes sense, there's a good chance we will start coming down then and grab a wick. But grabbing wick doesn't mean we start coming down. It just means we can grab some orders here. It can start pushing back up on the month and close bullish on the month, and that will be enough for the next month to start, making new all-time highs. But yeah, we don't have any bottom wick, so you will expect something. Last month we didn't have any either, and once we did tap all-time highs, there's a chance if we did flip, this was gonna go heavy bearish then, but we never flipped and we kept pushing up. Alright, but let's go down to the weekly time frame. You know that on the left, only resistance here. We closed above on the last week, this week again. Same as the monthly time frame. These two weeklies are doing the same thing. No bottom wick on the weekly, no top wick, no bottom wick on the current week, and no top wick at all. Not even a small dot. It literally closed right on top. Like did a 1 minute. Let's go 4 hour. It closed right on top, so literally nothing. So what that means, according to how price action moves, we will expect next weekly to come down now and potentially close bearish. There's a chance with no topic. What the wick says is there's no range, so there's literally no topic at all. Like these at least have something, right? They have nothing. It's not like they have nothing. It's just pretty much nothing, but there's something. This closes nothing, so there's a chance. There's no range. That means there's a chance we come down. But it doesn't have to close bearish. Doesn't have to close like below here or anything. It can still come down, make a bottom wick, and just push up, make a top wick as well. It can close bullish. We'll see how the week ends up. But so far on the weekly, I can say there's a chance we come down, and we might see a spike up in Asian to make a small top wick and start coming down here, and we may get a top bottom wick here then. Well, we'll see how the weekly goes. But let's jump down on daily. We are so bullish at the moment. We have been on a bullish spike since basically end of Feb. So whole March we just been, for the most part, been bullish with a few bearish closures. Unfortunately, those bearish closures didn't really last us. But yeah, again on the daily, yeah. So current day, the last Friday we closed above. Again, no top wick. We have a bottom wick though, so that's a good bottom wick, breaking previous lows. And if we had a top wick, I would say next day, so like Monday, we'll probably end up closing bullish. But no top wick, no range. We'll have to wait for how we close on the daily time frames. But the point of these higher time frames is just to have a direction, or just to not a direction, just to have a back of your mind on what the price is doing right now, what the market is doing. Like so you can have buys and sells both in this same candle. So for that you have to go to lower time frames to find trades. But the high time frame saying there's a chance we come down, but doesn't mean you have to close bullish, or doesn't mean you have to close bearish. You can still close bullish, but I would at least expect to come down and make a steeper bottom wick. We maybe at least tap this zone, or at least the 2300 zone. But it's not that much, right? It's only 30 pips according to daily. Sorry, 300 pips. Yeah, my bad, 300 pips. Yeah. Well, considering the run we've been making every day, 300 pips is nothing at the moment. And for 4 hour, again closing bullish above everything. This candle did nothing pretty much the last 4 hours of the Friday. Yeah, we might see some ranging a bit before we make structure to keep going up or down. But for that, we'll have to wait on Monday and see what the price prints and what trades we can get. But that will be the higher time frame analysis on gold. Again, we are bullish, and at some point, I'm expecting we to first to come down. So this may be a top wick enough, considering the weekly has done top wick. That means there's no range, so there's a chance this may just be the top wick for the monthly then to start printing a bottom wick. And hopefully, if the structure makes sense, we may get tap here. But that we go. Let's move to GJ. So GBPJPY, and on the monthly time frame, the good thing with GJ is we do have data back till 2006. Yeah. So in recent years, like for the last 4 years, we are making new all times. But we have been here before. Anyway, let's do quick analysis on the monthly. So last monthly we closed below, but we closed above this. Yes. So yeah, we closed inside this range on the monthly time frame, right? So that means is, I mean, we can either reject from up here, which we may have rejected here, we don't know. So this may flip and start to be closing bearish, or we may wick fill. Considering what we are seeing right now, there's a chance we do wick fill first and probably break highs. So something like this, right? We wick filled here almost, but we broke the previous daily, the monthly high, and then we closed bearish. So, but considering we're in this range, that means GJ is going to take some time to break out of this. It is a monthly candle after all. It can close anywhere in here because we're in the middle of a range. We have tapped the top of this range. So if this closes bearish on the monthly, depending on how we close, they can be trades any side. But yeah, GJ has been bullish as well. Uh, last couple of months now. It's been on a bullish run as well. But let's drop to weekly. Again, on the monthly time frame, we do have more ranges up here and obviously all these ranges down here. So we got data. We should be able to get some nice trades in there. But so far we are bullish, so I will expect this month to wick fill at some point. We should get a wick fill up, and then we'll see what the lower time frame can give us in terms of sales coming down. But if this monthly breaks its lows now, it can start coming down and wick fill on the bottom then, and will likely break at this point and at least test 187.042 levels. But on the weekly now, let's see what you get. So a bit of consolidation in the zone. You want to close above. This is okay. Yeah, maybe this will be a new weekly target. I think this matches the other one. Yeah. Alright. So this is the weekly ranges we are in. So in between these two lines, this is the weekly range. Last week we closed bullish on last week, and current week we have a bottom wick breaking the lows. I mean, sorry, not last week. The week before last week. So last week of March, basically, we did close bullish with no top of, very little movement. And this week we already broken lows of the previous week. So last week, sorry, and broken highs. So we'll see this week. Good chance closing above everything right now. So even though it's this range, we have closed above this one as well. This resistance, okay, this minor resistance area, we have closed above this. So I will expect this next week to probably not make a steep bottom wick. I will expect a small bottom wick, and we just fill this range up in this week. But that may need some volume. And with Friday's news coming up on GDP, if the news comes, I think worse. Uh, yeah, worse. No, sure. News should be coming better. Yeah, if it comes in favor, they're expecting lower numbers. Yeah, they're expecting lower numbers. We'll see. We'll see what happens on Friday, but that'll be the last day of the week, so that may just change the whole weekly candle, right? But yeah, I will expect a top wick fill up here because we have a bottom wick already. I will not really expect this week to. So this new wick, the new wick can flip after wick filling. So it can open like this, and it may just flip down and start coming down, right? It may close bearish, but again, with news and stuff, anything can happen. But these are the ranges on the GJ. Let's see on the daily when you can see what you can expect on coming forward Monday. No topic on the daily on Fridays, so that means there's no range. And last daily we did close bearish, but we are respecting overall zone still, I would say. If I look left now, yeah, I would say this is the more like the main area. It's a big range. Yeah, this is more of a main area. I think tapping 188 will be a good trade for potential buys to go all the way to the top of this range then. So it could be a long trade you can hold for a long time. But if you get close to it, we'll see. If there's a trade, we'll drop it in Telegram. Again, guys, the Telegram is free, and we got a community Discord server. And follow our Insta and Twitter. All the links are in the description. But yeah, anyway, for the daily, let's finish this up, quickly wrap it up. On the daily, what I see is, again, no top fake, that means it's in range. So we might make a small top fake and we may close bearish here, filling this range down. So we may fill this range down here, the wicks. A lot of consolidation in this zone as well, you know. But we're inside this range, in this small range basically, right? So we may just step around here until we break out of it. Which this week, sorry, this day, sorry. So to Monday, if we do break out above this, if we close bullish above this, 191.9, our next range will be up here then. We should be heading up to fill there. But if we do close bearish or we close bullish below this, respecting this area still, that means there will be some consolidation in this zone. And until we break out of, I would say this likely, well, maybe this might be a safer bet. So 189.9. Once we break out of this and close below bearish, this will be our next range coming down. Right? It's a very major range, major area, lots of tests. So market will likely react here. But yeah, overall, we in this on the daily time frame, we are ranging a bit, so we don't have a clear direction on what the, regardless of news, what the price can do. But obviously, news can always change what the price action is doing. So we have to be, careful about that. But that'll be the analysis on the weekly, the weekly forecast, what we're expecting both gold and GJ to do. So gold we expect hopefully to close bearish, but only we'll see how the Monday closes, and Monday close may give us a hint, you know, considering there's no range. As long as we're closing bearish on Monday close below here. So on Monday we close below 2294 zones. We should be able to come down on the weekly then and make a bottom wick. That'll be the goals analysis, I would say. And on GJ, we are in a range, but overall, I would expect a push up to 193 and maybe break it. But if you don't manage to break out of it on the daily, basically time frame, if you don't push up, I mean, we can close right at it and still push up because weekly, it's looking good to push up. But anyway, that'll be the analysis, guys. And don't forget to drop a like and give us a subscribe and follow all our socials and join the live streams. We live stream every day, Monday to Friday from 12:30 to 3 p.m. GMT time. So that'll be UTC +1 right now. I know last week we weren't live streaming much because that was because my internet was down for 3 days, so I couldn't actually come on live. But yeah, don't forget. But we're still on the chart, so follow the Telegram. It is free for a limited time. And that will be it though. Alright, I'll see you around then. Bye.